Coach Cabbage here. This is a fine beep again on the 3. Hee. Just man got to get paid somehow. Otherwise, he spins in his grave. Well, I think that's what helps him to spend the money that we make from doing the 3 thing. We must pay for the electricity that keeps him on the spit, training. Oh, something like that. He is in hell after all. The grave. Well, we all going to be at some point. Unless we just out of here. But a commentary impact. You have a big commentary impact and you near it. You can probably go, you're going to think you've been wrapped it out of here. Anyway, Coach Cabbage, this is the day. Spirit was given in a way that it is the comforter. This is what the Yahusha, that Jesus said he's going to send. And in that little set of parenthetical parentheses, or whatever that is, that's what the whole crux of the issue is going to be hanging. Oh, it's okay, pussycat. You make yourself at home, baby. You know, people, there's experts in what they do. They know a little bit more about it than the general public, the Packers. So, in their minds, they have the ability to come up with things. You don't know, I don't know, may not know, may know, may not, I'm just not sure. And then they come up with this here system. Many, I think the devil himself came up with it. The dialectic. The dialectic. I've talked about this here before, but now it's becoming 153. Right, serious. After Coach Catfish saw what I just saw this morning, and what I saw the other day, I figured I better say something. Something. For, too much misinformation or disinformation or whatever the hell it is. And if you think you're getting misinformation or disinformation, go look it up yourself. Don't complain. Go find out for yourself. That's what people used to do. They used to go to a book and open it up, or go to the library in the card pile cabinets and find that book, and then they go look and do their research, and they find out, and then, well, they can semi-own it after they give it away a few times, because it becomes incorporated into their mind. And people have lost that thing. So what they do is, if they hear something unobjectable, they scream and holler and say, oh, the playground is unlivable. Even though I'm an adult, grown-up person, I'm going to scream and holler because I don't like what I hear. Well, guess what, Coach Cabbage? We're going to talk about the dialectic. And the reason it's called a dialectic is because one side's trying to get rid of the other side. It's going to die. Something's going to die. Dialectic. And I guess the electric going to win, or die-electric. Maybe the electric is the one that's going to die. I'm not sure. But that's what the word is. Dialectic. And you got the two things. The two things. We're going to use a board today somehow. We got this over here. So it's an argument. It's an argument. It's one of them things that you get taught if you're doing your Masonic stuff. You'd learn rhetoric. You'd learn grammar. You would learn how to speak distinct. Yeah, you stinked it if you speaking it that way. Anyway, that's what it is. Coach Cabbage do not do good on the speaking it because, well, I was growing up in a place where people did not speak it too good at all. Anyway, this is two sides. Two sides of an argument. One wants it, and the other don't want it. Don't want. I only went to the 9th grade. It's hard to spell more than 3-letter words. I stuck a 4th one on there because I'm just not sure. Anyway, you got one side here, one side there. One wants it, and one don't want it. Don't make no difference. What it is, it's just, that's the confines of the argument. That is the way things are set up. And that's the way the world works. You got to be on this here side or that there side. And that's what it is. It's a tool for the tools, for the peckers. It's a tool to hit the pecker over the head. And the pecker has no idea what is happening. because someone's having a theological debate or a probability and quantum mechanics. They're having debates about sigmas and sigma pi's and multiple sigma dispensations and such as slangs and manifolds and hanifolds and invasions and deltas and cross products and summings and partials and Poynting vectors and all kind of stuff. And hell, all you doing, you just getting you some orange juice and a sandwich. You're not prepared for this. The thing is, your world is ruled by these people that do this to you, and you don't even know that it exists. Now, generally, what they try to do is argue over here, argue over there, and make you meet somewhere in the middle. Thing is, the whole argument is useless. It is a straw man argument. In other words, none of this here, nobody really wanted nothing. But guess what? You was brought into it. And for whatever reason, you're going to end up with outcome. You're going to end up with outcome what these here experts have come up with to mystify you. Like the mama didn't say. If you can't do some, get them with knowledge, baffle them with the bull poo-poo. Man, a lot of stuff. When I talk to the dad about the physics and stuff, she listens and she's kind to me about it, and I'll ask her and she says, I have no idea what you're talking about. Well, it's the kindness. And she tries, and for the most part, she understands it, just not the technical jargons. Anyway, I'm sorry. I may have to blow me a loogie at some point. Anyway, the dialectic, and dialectic is dangerous. Cause, people come at you with stuff like tradition and then force you into a situation. Well, you have to choose one or the other because your eternal salvation depends on it. And that's what makes Coach Kevish so very upset, is the way the world works. And the poor people snack can never relax. They think they relax, but really they just sitting and something sneaking up behind them. The ones that want it and the ones that don't. Now this could be anything. This could be something that starts with a J. And this could have something that starts with a C. And they want to meet in the middle and call it JC. Now these stands for things, but we live in a society. Well, you better not say the words, sucker, because you get. Oh, if I was in Britain, they'd come and I'm fixing to cut one here. From up here. I'm sorry, I've not cut one. Excuse me. Excuse me. Let's see if we can get another payment for the Tesla man. Keep that sucker spinning. I guess not. Anyway, the issue with my tissues, I'm sorry. You have to suffer along with me. So we got this here. One side, that there. And you got that there. Thing is, they seem that they actually have nothing to do with the real situation. With the real situation. The real situation. See, Coach Cappy's been practicing, trying to be normal. Somewhat. Now I'm trying to start off with small things, like the verse. Anyway, all this is stuff really got to do with the big man. The man upstairs. His word. His plan. All that stuff. All that stuff. Thing is, time. Laxity. Changes in what happens with people. And especially, what happens with the ones that want it and the ones that don't want it. They still got the same thing going on as they did from the very beginning. Everybody's searching for Papa. Or searching for your bridegroom. However you want to look at it. You can look at it however you need to in a human linear way. And all along, you got people up here that say they want it, and they say they don't want it. Or something like that. You could turn it around, and it'd be just as valid because it's an invalid argument to begin with. And Coach Catfish sees people, been watching and seeing their messages. Thing is, Both arguments are in error. And when you argue inside a thesis that its basis is error, then guess what, sucker? Everything that comes out of it is boo boo boo. And that's what Coach Cabbage is here to say. There's a group of people try to follow that book, understand that book as it is written. We're not part of either one of these groups. They're scary. They're very scary people on both sides. The C people and the J people. The JC. Where's that initial? Where do we get that initial? Dichotomies. Dialectics. Explanators. Those who want it and those who don't want it. And hell, we stuck in the middle. Said, choose a side. And Coach Catfish say, the side I choose is outside. Crazy, y'all. You people. Nah. Done. Done back.